Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. In today's video you are going to be learning how to cut and sew a cap sleeve. This sleeve is one of the most simplest sleeve you would ever come across. So if this is what you would love to learn, please stay tuned until the end of this tutorial. Now the measurements we are going to be needing for this sleeve is just the round armhole measurements and then the length of the sleeve. Okay, so to start off you are going to be making use of a little pieces of fabric. You can make use of half yards of material. It depends on the little fabric that remain after cutting out your dress. Okay, now we are going to have to measure our round armhole, and the round armhole I have right here, I have it to be 10 inches. Okay, now we have two types of cap sleeve. If you want it to run through to your underarm, that is your under armpit, okay, that is a separate one. And if you want it to stop right at your bicep, but the one that is most common is the one that ends right on the biceps region, and that is the one I'm going to be cutting out for today. So what I'm going to do is that 10 inches I measured right on my armhole, I'm going to minus 2 inches from there because I don't want this armhole to extend underneath my arm. So this 10 inches minus 2, I have 8 inches. Now this 8 inches, you're going to have to divide it by 2 again, and we are having 4 inches. Okay, now remember that our fabric is folded into 4. So on the part of which is folded, insert that 4 inches plus 1 inch. That will be for the turning allowance. Okay, now moving towards the part which is facing me right now, I'm going to insert the length of my sleeve, and I told you that the length I want it to end towards the biceps region. So I inserted it and I made use of 4 inches plus 1 inch, which I'll be using to join to the armhole of my dress, and then I connected the lines. And then once you are done with this, moving forward, at the hem of your sleeve, if you want it to be a little bit curvy, you have to come in by 1 inch and then slightly connect to the length of your sleeve. And then once you are done with that, this is what we have. Okay, so right now you are going to have to cut this out, and once you are done cutting out, we have to cut out the circular part first, and after that you cut out the slanted part, that is the hem of your sleeve. Okay, now I am going to make use of this same fabric to turn my sleeve around. Okay, so I'm going to have to bring in another piece of fabric and cut this out again. Okay, so one would be serving as my interlining, and one part of the piece will be serving as my actual fabric. Okay, so after I was done cutting this out, this is what you should have. So we have this in pair, one for the left and one for the right. So you are going to go ahead and place this right side facing each other, and then move over to your sewing machine to hem the down part of your sleeve. Okay, so once you are done hemming that, you are going to go ahead and use half an inch to hem the down part of your sleeve. But for me, I made use of 0.25 because my sleeve length is actually not enough. I don't have enough pieces. And after I was done stitching that on my sewing machine, this is what I have. You're going to have to flip this over and Then go right to your ironing table and iron this down very well. Okay, press this down so that it will look flat, and then come over again, and using a loose stitch you are going to have to sew all around the armhole area. Okay, that is to bind the two sleeves together, that is the actual fabric and the lining. Once you are done with that, you are going to come again and bring in your dress. Okay, at this point you would want to notch the shoulder, that is to indicate the middle of your armhole. All right, and then to the cap sleeve you are going to fold it into two again and note the center. So now this notch that I placed is where I'm going to join to the shoulder of my dress, and then stitch down to the other end like this, as you can see me doing. But before you do that, you would want to use a pin to hold them down. And once you are done stitching down the other part, you stitch down to the other side again. And after we were done with this sleeve, this is what we were able to achieve. You can see that cap sleeve is very simple and easy to actually achieve. If you want me to bring a tutorial on how I achieved the neck of this gown, please indicate on the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so. Like, share, and don't forget to give us thumbs up on this video. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.